What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Crew 2, and well, it is Wednesday, which means the new summit is now live, and well, for this week we have the Stunt Show, which is bringing us a chance to get the Orange Smoke and Platinum, which honestly looks pretty cool compared to some of the other ones we have seen recently. And then in gold we have the Legendary Half Set Boosted for the Monster Truck class, which I would say this might be a really good set to go after, and then hopefully we'll see the other part of this in the next season, which is kind of weird because, well, we have the next season coming up next week, and we really don't know what's going to be in that. Now, with the update coming next Wednesday, I would say we'll probably get some type of like teaser or something a day or two before, which I'm pretty excited to see. I know a lot of people did like the stories, a lot of people did not. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Do you want to see the stories come back? Do you want to see something different? Maybe they can update the stories in a different way. Maybe make them so they're not as long as like the one we saw last week. I know that was frustrating a lot of people. 50 miles per step is a little ridiculous. I'm not going to lie on that, but let's see what they're going to do. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Now, moving over to the actual summit this week, which is insanely purple if I do say so myself. I mean, my goodness, look at that. These stunt events can be kind of annoying to do, and we all know how the Demolition Derby events are just not that fun to complete sometimes. So now, starting off with the skills, I would say these would be pretty straightforward, but for the buoy smash, I ran the Vector V40R. I absolutely love this boat. Now, you probably could run the 1414 Demon. I just think the Vector is way better at turning. It turns way sharper. I think this boat is way more ideal for these. And then moving over to the low altitude, I ran the Zivko Edge 540, which might not be the greatest plane. I know not everybody really likes this one, but it's just super stable. I think it would be a very good choice on this one, mainly because all you really have to do is fly right toward the actual objective and then fly along the water until, well, the time runs out there. It's honestly pretty easy to do. And then moving over to the Slalom, now this one will actually be on a racetrack, and I decided to use the Ducati Panigale R. Now, I would say most players are probably going to run the rally raid vehicles because of the actual set they have on them, but if you guys were wondering, any of the classes could get over 155k on this without that special set on the rally raid vehicles. I ran the Ducati Panigale, got 155k my first try, and I honestly didn't do that great either. I kind of messed up on some of the turns and all that, and I still got it pretty easily. Now, moving over to the events, we have a Demolition Derby, which I'm not going to lie, I'm not a huge fan of these, mainly because I feel like sometimes they are RNG based. I did okay on this one. I probably could improve. I just noticed how some of these can go. Sometimes it does not go in your favor. Sometimes I'll actually go in areas and get like the damage booster and then destroy like 3 or 4 cars in a second, get like 60, 70,000 points really fast. It kind of depends on how the match actually goes, because I notice these Demolition Derbies are kind of weird, and the Charger honestly isn't that great, but I would say 117k should be just enough on there. Moving over, we have a Rallycross race, which is actually a stunt event. You have to run the Camaro RS, which I remember using this one a really long time ago, and I'm not a big fan of this either. Now, it's not that I actually don't like doing the stunt events. I personally find these pretty fun to do, but I just don't think a lot of players are really going to enjoy them too much. Nonetheless, I would say most people have probably already done the Rallycross and the Monster Truck one right here, because I've done these races a good amount when doing older challenges and all that. The biggest tip I can give on the Camaro one is to basically drift as much as you possibly can, and then jumping and getting lots of air also helps a lot. When it comes to the Monster Truck event, basically doing as many flips as possible and then hitting the half pipe at the end and spinning a lot, I notice will probably be your best bet in getting as many points as you possibly can. Now, moving down here to the other Monster Truck event, you pretty much have to get as many of those little circular point things as you possibly can. I actually found this one pretty fun to do. I managed to get 29,000 points, and I didn't think my run was that great. I was literally all over the place on this one. I know the Abarth is really good that you guys saw my friend using there. I ran the Ford Mustang, which did a great job. I love the stability of this thing. Moving over to the Jetsprint race is pretty straightforward as well. You get to run the Rocket, and this race is a pretty fun one to do, and I absolutely love the Proto Rocket so much. This boat is absolutely amazing. Now, moving over to the final event here on the summit will be a Monster Truck mixed with a rally raid event, and I actually found this one really fun to do compared to some of the other stunt ones at least. I did run the Mustang GT once again because I really do love using this Monster Truck. It pretty much can do it all. It can do stunts, it can do flips, whatever you really want it to do, and it can also race really well because the handling on it is surprisingly good for being a Monster Truck. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions at all, let me know in the comments below. Let's jump into this summit.
you